Yo, welcome back to Azenoverse again. You feel what I'm saying? If you just watched the last video about the Amazon rainforest, guess what? This right after that one, baby, is 2:53 in the AM. You feel what I'm saying? And what else would I be doing except looking up the top 10 creepy deep sea creatures you didn't know existed, bro? Let's see what they got out here, man. Because y'all know we really don't know that much about the creatures and the animals and things in the world, bro. We really don't know that much like we think we do, bro. It's about to be 2025. It might be 2025 by the time you see this video, bro. We only know, like, is it 5%, 15% at most? It's crazy, bro. We think we smart, which I guess we are. But people 100 years from now are gonna think we was stupid. But without further ado, you know what I'm saying? I got two loaded up. By the way, this one by Top 10 Archive. And we're going to see what's to it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, obviously, I hope y'all been doing the 3 rules too. You know what I'm saying? Drink some water, mind your business, and get some money on. In no particular order, of course. Do those 3 things every day. You going to be just fine. Top 10 Archive.
Welcome to Top 10 Archive. The horrifying depths of the ocean remains vastly unexplored. It seems the deeper down we submerge, the scarier and more horrifying the creatures.
Yeah, we ain't gotta go out of space to find nothing creepy. Go right in the water.
Giant squid, once thought
we got
to be
enough
nothing
creepy stuff
more
right
than
here.
a myth, to
Come on with all the scary
bone-eating
movies.
worms. We bring you our picks for the top 10 creepiest sea creatures you didn't know
Yeah, I didn't know
existed.
that was a real
Number
fish
10,
with the light on it from
sarcastic
Nemo.
fringe head.
For
The
years.
sarcastic fringe head is just too cool not to mention. And okay, sure, it doesn't necessarily live in the deepest, darkest, coldest depths of the ocean, but it's still down there a little, living 10 feet or 3 meters to 240 feet or 73 meters below sea level, outside the breaker zone along the many open coastlines.
That's a beautiful view, though.
This fish usually grows to be less than 10 inches or 25 centimeters long, but have been documented to reach 12 inches or 30 centimeters in length. They are fearless and extremely aggressive fish.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming?
Rushing
Bro,
towards
nature's crazy,
anything
bro.
that dare approach their burrows. Their body is elongated, slender, and relatively compressed, and have a long dorsal fin which extends from the back of the head to almost the caudal fin. Sarcastic fringe heads have large, rounded heads with a huge jaw that can extend past the eye.
That's what I'm saying.
Lined
Is
with
that to help them
numerous
eat, or
needle-like
just look
teeth.
more scary? You know, a lot of stuff
Number
just be
9,
trying to look scary.
frilled shark. Known as a living fossil, the frilled shark is such a unique, rare, and unusual
ugly.
creature that the two known species,
Look dead
the
already.
frilled shark and the southern African frilled shark, are placed in their own order. The frilled shark usually lives in the deep marine areas of Japan, 200 to 4,200 feet or 60 to
When I go to
1,280
Japan, I'm gonna just
meters
not get in the
depth,
water. How about that?
but are also known to be throughout the eastern Pacific, eastern
How long
Atlantic,
is that?
and Indian
Pause.
Oceans as well. And the more newly discovered species, the southern African frilled shark, is found in the waters around Africa. Unlike most sharks, the frilled shark has an eel-like, long, thin body, 6 gills covered by
Why does it
frill-like
look like
skin
that,
flaps,
though?
from which it derives its name, and typically grows to roughly 6.5 feet or 2 meters in length. Number 8. Giant squid. These monster squids, believed once to be nothing more than creatures of myth, survive in the icy cold depths of 1,650 feet or 500 meters to 3,300 feet or 1,000 meters. Though big, stories about their actual size have been, so far, largely exaggerated, with claims that they get to 66 feet or 20
Imagine
meters in
that,
length,
bro.
though never documented. The largest
Boy,
on record measures out to 43
I'd have
feet
to change
or
my
13
britches, that's all I'm
meters
gonna
in
say.
length. Some researchers believe there are multiple species of giant squid, possibly up to 8 different species. Other researchers, however, think there is just one. Giant squids are thought to live worldwide, based upon the shores they have washed up on, commonly being the shores of New Zealand and Pacific Islands,
What
and
do
have
they
also
eat,
made
though?
frequent appeousern throughout the eastern and western sides of
fishes
the
do they
northern
eat?
Atlantic Ocean and along
what
the
fishes
southern
eat them?
coast of Africa. Number 7. Oarfish. The incredibly long, slender, and strange-looking oarfish is the largest known bony fish in the seas, getting as long as about 36 feet or 11 meters and weigh up to 600 pounds or 270 kilograms. Rarely, the oarfish has been known to swim up to shore, but they prefer the depths of roughly 3,000 feet or 914 meters. A more modern-day belief is that the Argus was the basis for the ancient myths about the great and powerful sea serpents. But as fearsome as their mythological brethren may have been, the simple truth of the matter is they possess no visible teeth and live primarily off of plankton. The species is rarely observed by humans. Encounters so uncommon, it's usually only when they are washed up on shore that we get to see living samples of the creatures. In fact, they so rarely come up to the ocean surface, it wasn't until 2001 when a live oarfish would finally be captured on film, recorded by the U.S. Navy. Number 6. Barrel eye. Boasting a highly unique and transparent head, the Pacific barrel eye fish has a developed and highly sensitive pair of barrel-like eyes topped by green spherical lenses from which it derives its name. The first barrel eye discovered alive was found in the depths of California's Central Coast between 2,000 feet or 600 meters and 2,600 feet or 800 meters in depth, wherein it makes its home. Growing to lengths of 1.5 feet or half a meter, barrel eyes possess small mouths, and we've observed that they are very precise while striking at their small prey, usually that of smaller fish, like plankton and
making
jellyfish.
the funniest face expression, bro.
The barrel eyes seemingly tend to float stationary in place, maintaining a near motionless manner by using their large flat fins. When it does spot food, however, it rotates its eyes towards the object to include its mouth in its field of view. The first barrel eye specimen to have its soft and transparent head intact was found by the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute in 2009. Number 5. Chimera. First found around the 4,200 foot or 1,280 meter depth, the fish known as the chimera looks as if it's stitched together from random parts of other fish and contains no bones in its body, having a skeletal structure made of hardened cartilage. Accustomed to lurking in the cold, dark depths of the ocean, it utilizes its sensory organs on either side of its head to detect electrical fields in the water to locate its prey.
Bro, this is what I mean when I say, like, there's animals that have real-life superpowers, bro.
Have mildly venomous spines
along their backs, the electrical...
They're often called by other names like ratfish, rabbitfish.
What?
Have mildly venomous spines along their backs, and are often called by other names like ratfish, rabbitfish, and ghost sharks, though they are no shark. Locate sensory organs on either side of its head to detect electrical fields in the water to locate its prey.
Bruh, what?
Considered to be one of the oldest species of fish, most chimera have mildly venomous spines along their backs.
How do we even figure these things out? Like, how do we know that that's what it does?
Ratfish, rabbitfish, and ghost sharks,
well, I
though
guess
they are no sharks themselves. Their origin branched off from the shark.
Like, how do they think to come up with the tests that find that out? How about that?
And have mostly gone unchanged
like, what they do?
Since their
put higher currencies on this side and then it ends up there.
Number 4, zombie worms. Ozodax.
Zombie worms.
Okay, so they don't really crave brains and they can't come back to life. The Ozodax, better known as the zombie worm, gets its nickname due to the way they seek out bones to devour and feast upon. Growing to average lengths of 1 to 3 inches or 2 to 7 centimeters, they were first discovered around 10,000 feet or 3,000 meters below the ocean's surface, feasting upon the decaying bones of a gray whale. They do this by secreting an acid from their skin, dissolving the bone, which exposes the protein and fat found within. However, the Ozodax has no mouth or stomach of their own, so they utilize symbiotic bacteria that live inside the worm. The bacteria digest the protein and fat and distribute it to the worm host in a currently unknown manner. Number 3. Giant isopod. Though it looks like something from an alien planet, the giant isopod comes from the ocean depths, found some 550 to 7,020 feet, or roughly 170 to 2,140 meters down, and grows to average lengths of 12 to 16 inches or 30 to 40 centimeters, making it the largest of the isopod family. Being a carnivorous creature, the giant isopod scuttles across the deep-sea floor where light is scarce, scavenging for any food it may find as it feels around through the use of its large antennae, eating anything from the decaying bodies of other marine life to any slow-moving creatures
So
such
can that
as
not,
sea cucumbers
like,
and
swim?
sponges.
Like, is it
Number
stuck
2,
to the walking?
tardigrades. With about 800 different species known to exist worldwide, tardigrades, also known as the water bear, is a micro-animal and lives all over the world in any sort of extreme condition. These little guys are just pure awesome. They can breathe in anything and anywhere, from the vacuum of space to 600 times that of normal atmospheric pressure.
They're gonna survive
They
anything.
can survive in both extremely
They're gonna
low
be the last things
temperatures
living
and
on the planet.
immense desiccation or severe dryness, being exposed to extreme temperatures of minus 272 degrees Celsius or minus 458 degrees Fahrenheit, rooms filled with helium gas,
Bro,
and
what?
suspended in liquid air at minus 190 degrees Celsius or minus
So
310
they
degrees
indestructible.
Fahrenheit for 21 months.
That's that alien
After
stuff
all
they
of
be
this,
talking about, bro.
emerged alive. When the little guys finally decide to kick the bucket and die off, their body encases itself in a glass-like substance. I mean, come on, that's just cool. Number 1, bobbit worm. Looking like a sarlacc pit
That
from
second
hell, one with
That
powerful
last one's probably
retracting
the most
barbed
interesting on the
jaws
list.
that we think even Boba Fett couldn't escape. The bobbit worm grows up to an astounding 10 feet or about 3 meters in length and intertwines itself into the loose soils of the ocean floor, around 30 to 150 feet or
You
10
might
to
just grab it like it
45
was
meters
nothing.
or so in depth, where it lies
than
in
me.
wait for prey to swim or crawl by. They are typically found in the warm ocean waters, such as those that surround the Indo-Pacific region. If you happen to see one and want to touch it, don't. No.
Is it poisonous?
Just no. The bobbit worm is covered with many
did.
bristles, all of which can cause permanent nerve damage. The amazing speed, combined with sharp teeth, make this worm a superior predator, and it's not uncommon for them to slice fish in half with a single strike, and can even chew through coral reef. To us, it looks like something out of a nightmare, and we're pretty
Facts.
sure you'll agree. Do you have an idea for a future top 10 video? Let us know in the comments section below.
What the world? W video top 10 archive. Now we get terrifying sea creatures that actually exist from top 10s.
The ocean is without a doubt
Well,
the
the top 10s.
scariest place on Earth. 95% of it is unexplored. So
See?
it's no surprise
5%.
that every year, new
It's 2 years ago.
terrifying creatures are discovered and caught on camera. Welcome back, Charlie here. Today we'll look at the most terrifying
Charlie?
creatures living in our
Charlie,
seas. From a
Batman.
jellyfish that makes you want to end your own life, to humanoid creatures scientists can't explain. The first scary sea creature we'll look at is the ningen. Ningens are found in Japanese and sub-Antarctic oceans. They are aquatic
I'm not getting in the
humanoids,
water in
but
Japan.
resemble
Why
a
is it all-
whale. Ningens are very rare. Over the years, there have been many hoax sightings.
Are those real pictures?
But
Oh.
in 2010, Japanese whale
This is it,
researchers
though?
caught the most convincing ningen video ever. The video was filmed in Arctic waters and comes from the Japanese Agency for Marine, Earth, Science and Technology. The camera clearly shows a large creature with rounded features. It has an ominous smile and 2 large glowing white eyes.
Yeah, that's
At
creepy.
first, some said this may have been a new species of whale, but according to marine biologists, no species of whale looks like this, meaning that this is likely the closest humans have ever got to a ningen. Ningens do look
Let's do it, though.
ominous, but they're nothing compared to this tiny jellyfish. If you thought sea
Jellyfish are so
creatures
cool
had
to
to be
me.
gigantic to be scary, then think again. Many have gone as far as to say this jellyfish is the scariest animal on the planet. The reason why is because it can make you suicidal. The Irukandji jellyfish is found in, you guessed it, Australia.
What in the
If
world?
you're stung by one of these, then it won't hurt that much.
Is that
but
tiny?
it will leave you with an impending sense of doom. And it will also make you want to end your own life
That's
for up to
crazy.
2 weeks. People stung by the Irukandji jellyfish
Not the
have
actual
ended their
pain, but
own
it messes with your
lives.
mental?
The jellyfish is only 1 centimeter in diameter, and in my opinion, that's what makes it so scary. If you got stung by one of these, you may not even know. Just
You just gonna
imagine
get
how many
hella
people have
depressed and
ended their own
suicidal.
lives and not even known that a jellyfish is to blame. Even though the Irukandji jellyfish is the most venomous thing on the planet, many people don't ever see it coming. Its venom is
I don't like the
100
sound of
times
that.
worse than a cobra
'Cause
snake.
I don't
and
trust humans.
1,000 times
I feel like
worse
humans are trying to
than a
use that as a weapon, bro.
tarantulas. Some people have
And if I'm
survived
thinking of it
these
watching this,
stings, but looking
you
at
already
their
know.
scars makes me
I
never
ain't the
want to
first
go
that
in the
thought about
sea
it.
again. I think if I ever go to Australia, I will avoid the beach. This jellyfish affects the human body very fast. Sometimes people are swimming and are stung by this jellyfish. They then lose control of their body and sink underwater, drowning. I think it's safe to say
That's
this animal
terrifying.
is pretty OP. It's
And
almost
that's-
like it was
bro,
uniquely
how-
designed to make humans' lives a living hell. But I think this next sea creature may inflict even more pain. Meet the tongue-eating louse. This underwater creature really is the stuff of nightmares. This underwater parasite eats its prey's tongue. But here's where it gets weird. After eating its prey's tongue, it then takes the place of its prey's tongue. It literally lives in its victims' mouths, eating all of their food. This thing really seems like a sci-fi monster. It is found off the coast of California all the way down to the coast of Ecuador. They're also found in the Atlantic Ocean too.
That's like...
Just imagine having a tongue with eyes and legs. The scary thing is,
I'm surprised they haven't made a movie
tongue-eating
about
mouse
that
do this
yet.
multiple times. Once their
Ugh.
host
And then
dies,
the
they
animals
find a
can't do
new
nothing about
victim,
it?
and they
How
then
does it
become
stick,
that victim's
like, stay in
tongue.
place?
Now let's move on to a legendary scary creature found in the waters of Japan. What is it about Japan and creepy things in
I'm
their
about to watch
seas?
some real
This
funny
is
comedy
known
after
as
this
an
before I try to go to
umibozu.
sleep.
Umibozu meaning sea monk. That's because these creatures are gigantic and hairless like a monk. They are totally black with humanoid
all the
or
monks out there,
snake-like
though, for real.
limbs. They have been sighted by many fishermen over the years, and they're said to sometimes capsize ships. Some believe that umibozos are simply gigantic squids, but many Japanese fishermen swear that
but my
what they
tongue
saw
still
were not
feeling
squids.
funny from that last one.
Umibozos are said to be much larger and stronger. Some have even compared these to Cthulhu. That is a mythical gigantic squid which
You ain't got no
capsizes
real picture or
ships.
video of it, though,
But
'cause
if you
why
thought
is it in
umibozos
that actually
were the
exists video?
scariest underwater
But you ain't
humanoids,
showing me
then you'd
no
be
real
wrong.
deal.
Take a look at this video taken from inside a submarine. The submarine was lurking below the Greenland
Bro, my
Sea.
tongue is
The crew
literally
is
feeling
looking
weird
at
from
a
the last.
school of fish above them, but behind them there is a much rarer, scarier creature.
That's actually terrifying
As you
if
can
that's
see, a
real.
large webbed hand
If that's real, that's
slams onto the
terrifying.
submarine's window. The hand seems to be roughly 5 times larger than a human hand, but has 5 fingers, suggesting this may be a humanoid of some sort. The humanoid creature then seems to swim away, leaving the submarine crew absolutely stunned and scared.
They ain't
You
got
might have
cameras
missed it, but
around
there
it,
is
though?
one frame where the creature's head can be seen. Using AI,
That looks
I've
like ET.
enhanced this so we can get a better look. It does not look like any sea creature I know,
That
but
looks
let
like
me know what you
ET.
think in the comments below. But whatever this is, it's far from the only unidentified creature living in our waters. Just take a look at this very mysterious footage
That's
of a
his UFO.
disc in the water. This was recorded by Thomas Wall. He is audibly confused as he sees a large breathing disc.
I think it's alive, but I don't know what it is.
This was filmed in Godridge, Ontario, Canada. Apparently, this is near a local nuclear power plant. So maybe this is some kind of mutant fish or sea animal. It definitely does seem to be breathing, suggesting this is alive. Thomas throws something into the water, but the round mass does not move. Maybe it was not able to, or perhaps it's simply not scared. What do you think this could possibly be? Now let's move on to a terrifying sea creature we do know a lot about. This is the lancet fish. The lancet fish is also known as the
Terrifying.
handsaw fish. They're
Yup.
very rare
Teeth?
and live in the ocean. But in 2014, one of these fish washed up in North Carolina. These fish are gigantic
I like
with
that fish from
massive
SpongeBob.
fangs to match. The
From the
scary
intro.
thing about lancet fish is they hunt other lancet fish. They're known for taking the lives of their brothers, sisters, cousins, and even parents.
Oh, that's a young...
This cannibal fish is very dangerous to
YN
humans
fish.
too. Finally, let's look at a
Oh,
very
a crash
scary
out.
sea
Certified
mystery.
crash out
That
fish.
is the mystery of Crabzilla. In 2014, sightings of a 15-meter giant crab were recorded in the UK. It was apparently seen in Whitstable off the Kent coast. Some boys who were crabbing reported it, and the giant crab was even reportedly seen on Google Maps. This was
Stop it.
reported by lots of newspapers at the
Stop
time,
it.
but to this day the verdict is still out. The crab
If
is
they-
no
if
longer
that's
there
real,
in
that boy in
person,
some government
but
facility
satellite
already.
images do appear to match
bro.
the reports many locals made.
They
What do
boy
you think?
doing all
Is
type of studies on that
Crabzilla
boy.
real
Oh.
or not? But
Bro, I
now
saw a
it's time for you
terrifying-
to make your voice heard.
Was it a crab or a
Comment
lobster
below
at the
which was
aquarium?
scariest sea creature
Bro,
in this video.
the shed
If you
aquarium,
want to
bro.
see my shorts, then check
I was
out my
looking
new channel. But as
at a,
always, thanks for watching.
we was at the shed
I've
aquarium.
been Charlie. Leave a like.
W videos from the top 10s and the top 10 archive. W videos. But I went to the shed aquarium, and there's a spot where they have like different fish tanks and stuff, right? They got like the smaller ones with 5 different species in it, or however many, and just a bunch of them on the side, like lined up, and then you got the big ones for the big longer fish. Bro, there's one that had like, I want to say the zebra fish in it. I forgot what it's called, like the white and black striped joints. And I'm looking at like what's in there. Like they got these placards, like the cards that like say what species in the tank. I'm looking, boom, 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 and then I lock in on something in the back that's on the ground, bro. It's this giant lobster crab thing staring at me, bro. I jumped, bro. Y'all know I ain't never scared of nothing, but I jumped, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. If that boy had broke out, I would have been long gone. Let's put it that way. But yeah, man, those are the terrifying sea creatures that actually exist, and the top 10 creepy deep sea creatures that you didn't know existed. You feel what I'm saying? Out here at Azenoverse, man. So appreciate y'all checking in with your boy at 3 in the morning, 3:14 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? When everybody gets those random questions in their head when you can't go to sleep, or you just up in general. And this is about the time you start thinking about stuff like this. But anyways, man, don't forget the 3 rules, man. Drink some water, mind your business, make some money on, in no particular order. Catch y'all next time. Peace.